Hello everyone, thank you for the chance given to us. We are from Group 5 and now we want to explain our TOS and our blueprint that we already designed. My name is Komang Ratna Purwanti as first speakers and now I will to explain our TOS. In TOS, we are choosing junior high school of 7th grade students and using descriptive text to assess students' reading comprehensions. In this table, we provide the objective or competencies, days, level of cognitive, total of items, and type of task. The objective or competencies number 1 is identifying the generic structure of descriptive text, where we will teach students just in 1 day, where the level of cognitives is average. We will put the number of tasks is random, such as in the number 3, number 4, number 11, and number 12. So the total of task item for this objective is 4. The type of this task is using selection task, where we will use the multiple choice for students. The objective number 2 is applying the structure of the linguistic aspect, singular or plural, pronouns, adjective, verb, and nominal of plural or singular. Because this objective is related with the objective is the number 1, so we are combining these two objectives just to teach students just in 1 day. The level of cognitives in objective number 2 is difficult. We are put the students' number tasks in randoms, such as in number 5, number 6, number 17, and number 18. So the total of task items also 4, with the type of task is a selection task too, with we will give students multiple choice too. Okay, the next presentations will be presented by Radha.
Okay, Ratna, thank you for the time. Now I will continue the presentation. So Ratna have explained the objective or competency for number 1 and 2. And then now I will explain for the number 3 until the last. So the objective or competency for number 3 is mentioning the name of person, animal, things, and their parts on the descriptive text. So the level of cognitive of this objective is easy because the students are asked to mention the name of a person, animal, things, and etc. on the descriptive text. And the total items of this objective is 4, which will be on the test number 1, 2, 7, and 8. And the type of test is selection test or multiple choice. Next, the number 4. The objective or competency for number 4 is describing the characteristic of a person, animal, things, and their parts. So the level cognitive of this objective is easy because the students are asked to describe the characteristic on the descriptive text, and the total items of this objective is 4, which will be on the test number 9, 10, 15, and 16, which the type of the test is selection test or multiple choice. And the last is explaining the action of a person, animal, things, and their parts that exist on the descriptive text. So the level cognitive of this objective is difficult because the students are asked to explain the action on the descriptive text. The total items of this objective is 4, which will be on the test number 13, 14, 19, and 20. And the type of the test is also selection test or multiple choice. So the total items of the objective for number 1 until number 5 is 20. Next presentation will be presented with Subrata. Thank you.
Thank you for the time given to me. I would like to continue the presentation about the task blueprint. A task blueprint is a document that reflects the content of an assessment that you will give your student. It contains the instructional objective that you have for your student. the question or task that you design to match all the instructional objective and the learning domains and level therein at which you ask the student to think and perform on the task. A task blueprint then is the plan that you use in building a task. Here we already present one of the task blueprint about the topic descriptive text for 7th grade student. In the table, there consists of basic competence, materials, indicator of the task, level cognitive, type of task, number of items, and the score of items. In the basic competence are covered two things. The first one is memahami fungsi sosial struktur teks and also unsur kebahasaan. And the second one is menangkap makna dalam teks deskriptif lisan dan tulis. For the basic competence, there it cover a cognitive level C1 until C3. And then for the material, in this table are present some material for this task blueprint. The first one is the generic structure of the descriptive text, and then the second one is the description of the characteristic and the action of a person, animal, or things, and then the last one is the structure of language in simple present tense. And for the task indicator, the tests are provided in the form of dialogue, and the student are able to answer the question by choosing the option or answer based on the explanation that dialogue implicitly provided. The tests are provided in form of description, and the student are able to identify the main ideas or objects that are being described. The next one is the tests are available in the form of description or a person, an animal, or a things that students are able to choose the picture provided based on the description itself. And for the next, the tests are available in the form of dialogue about the characteristic of a person, an animal, or a thing, so then the student able to identify what the object are being described. And the next is the tests are provided in the form of picture, and students are able to choose the characteristic or action of the picture provided. And for the structure of language in the simple present tense, the tests are provided in the form of incomplete sentence, and the students are able to fill with appropriate verb, singular or plural, pronouns, objective, and nominal of the plural singular. And for the next, cognitive level will be continued by Shanti. Thank you.
So now I would like to continue from the Subrata's explanation. So in the next we will discuss about level cognitive. So here we use only for starting for C1 until C3, in which students for C1 students will recalling or remembering the characteristic based on the object provided. It can be characteristic of animals, persons, or a thing. For C2, students will provided a task in a form of dialogue, so students will be expected can classifying or identifying which object that is discussed or described through dialogues based on the characterizations that exist through dialogues or descriptions provided. We also provide students with pictures, so students are expected can choose based on this object itself which characterizations that is appropriate to be used based the object that's provided. For C3, here we use in the structure of the language that is used in descriptive text. Here, the texts are provided in the form of incomplete sentences, so students are expected can apply their knowledge to choose which verb, singular or plural pronouns, adjective that is appropriate to fill the incomplete sentences that has been provided. So for the numbers of items, here we have different numbers for each points. So there are two numbers of items for the indicators 1 and 2, and then the rest is 4 items for each points. And then for the scores of items, here for one questions will be scored 5. So it means that if students can answer all of the questions right, students will get 100 in the total. Alright, so I think that's all about our blueprint and TOS. Thank you for your attention and have a nice day.